All right, people. I'm curious to see what's in the pond. By the way, in case you're wondering, fossils everywhere around here. Isn't that pretty cool? Look at the size of that diatom. Anyway. Yeah, you can see it in just about every rock around here. All kinds of shapes and figures and sticks and all kinds of crap. I shouldn't call it crap, but you can't miss the fossils here. Okay, anyway, purpose of this walk is to go check out the pond. I could take the rhino up there, but I didn't want to disturb. I suspect there's geese or ducks up there, so I'm kind of curious to see what's going on. Clearly got some rain. This washes out pretty clearly. I'm trying to fill in the rocks here to try to stabilize the soil here. Check out that. That was probably who knows, riverbed, something like that. Anyway, keep going. So I want to see what the ducks look like. So walk with me a minute. Yeah, I'm whispering a little bit, by the way. I don't want to be too loud. City ducks, city geese have learned to not be afraid of people. Wild ducks, wild geese are terrified of people. So if they see me, if they hear me, they will leave. So we have to sneak up. There's some pretty good stands of trees, some pretty good boulders back in there, by the way. Those are all gum trees, of course, but not like this big oak tree here. All right, keep going. Shh. Keep it quiet, people. 6. Okay. See this? I don't know if you can see this vine here. I don't know what it is. There are a handful of native vines that are really kind of interesting. There's a native wisteria. That would be interesting. I'm not really interested in maintaining trumpet vine, but that's also native to this area. So we have to see what it is. I just want to go out in the woods and kill everything, you know. It's about the time of year when you start to notice the garbage in your woods. There's an old bucket over there, antifreeze container, huge friggin' tire. I just need to be thin, but overall this isn't too bad. There's a couple more vines that need to come out. Gotta watch out for these ephemeral pools. This is also where, dog tracks. It's also where you might find peepers, tadpoles of peepers. So try to watch what you're doing out here in the woods. Walk carefully. top, by the way. So everybody out there, keep it quiet. Okay, it looks to be too early for tadpoles. They'll be here. This, by the way, it's not much water, but it comes up from a natural spring. So it's going to be wet a lot this year. Oh, there's another pool right over there. Now that one's a little bit more in the weeds, but I'm telling you. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go this way. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I don't see anybody swimming in the pond out there. Water definitely looks a bit higher, that's good. The clarity of the water is interesting. Or lack of clarity, right? Oh, there are ducks. Holy crap. There's some beautiful wood ducks too. Oh, I don't recognize that species. Beautiful. Well, let's back out of here. Can everybody see those? Nice. Okay, let's get out of here. Ooh, you know my love for wood ducks. Okay. Continue downhill here. Let those wood ducks have that pond. More, well, you might call them ruts, which I do. But now they serve as ephemeral pools. So I try not to drive through them. As you can tell, I kind of go off to the side the best I can. There's nothing in there yet, as far as I can tell. Could be eggs. I don't know what they look like. I know what most frog eggs like. Oh, more dog tracks heading down this way. It'll be interesting when I can stick a deer cam out here. In case you're wondering, I'm going downhill. I know that doesn't seem like a lot of information, but you'd be surprised at how downhill this is. You see that water up ahead there? That is the leak that I'm concerned about from the pond. And that is probably coyote scat, maybe fox. Yes, this is flowing almost all year long. It's coming right from the pond. It shouldn't be. I don't really mind it, but I don't like driving through it. And if the pond weren't leaking, there'd be a lot more water in the pond. I know I wasn't going to go back this far. More dog tracks, by the way. This is the trail that takes us up to the, to the rocky cliffs and bluffs and all that. Planning on working some of this. I see it's too bad people just don't pay attention and nick the trees. And you know what? See this big vine on it? That's why I bring these things. I just think sometimes better if they just stay a little bit more at bay. And they don't need to be this big. The only reason they're this big is because of the canopy. It's been opened by some primate. The big piece of equipment just came here and slaughtered the trees. It's a moss mixed with lichen. And there's not really seeing that too much. It's one or the other, but not both. It's kind of an interesting color pattern. You can hear the stream. So you can pretty obviously see there used to be a road going through here, or at least I can see it. I have no idea where it goes. Haven't explored it yet. That is for next year. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't look too bad from the roadside. Not like some of the other areas. So it's going to stay the way it is. So I have to come up here and check out the stream. Oh, look, it's like 2 feet deep right there. It may not seem like much, but it's kind of fun and exciting to me. I'll get this all cleaned up. It's going to be something else. It's all rows right along through here, but it only really extends to like right over here, as far as I can see. Now some of this other stuff probably needs to be thinned, but it's, there's some ironwoods back in there and stuff like that. You can see the cattails over here. Cattails. You just got to stop calling it that. You learn to call it one way and you discover it's wrong and you can't seem to stop calling it the other. Anyway, they're witch hazel. Yeah, you can see the witch hazel, hanging down from over the stream right there. This will be magnificent come springtime. I do kind of want to cruise up that way. I have seen a few interesting areas up there that, from afar, that look like there's a natural flat spot. The stream really spreads very wide and very clean looking back there. There's what I thought I saw was a stream coming out of the mountainside, spilling into a pool that looked to be about 5 feet deep, and a natural sort of pool that then spilled into the stream that we're looking at. See, I don't know if you can see all this, but if this were thinned, you'd see right down to the stream pretty damn easily. I'm telling you, we make this place beautiful. More cattails. There's a lot of cleanup to do. Oh my God, you couldn't even begin to imagine that over there. Okay, I will give you a minute to see this. Of course, I'm going to take out my nifty clippers real quick. These are rattan vines. That's sawtooth briar. That's a rattan vine. They are overgrown. They're native, but they are overgrown. They don't need to be that tall. And what they do is they wrap the trees like this. And eventually they can girdle a tree. So I like to try to save it. Can't tell, but I believe this to be a maple of some sort. Okay, that's not what I wanted to show you. It is what's terrible. See this? These rattan vines there's a lack of forest fires, right? So these rattan vines are out of control. And yeah, if it were up to me, I'd love to, see, in a way I'd love to see a controlled burn come through here, but sorry. See, look at these cool ferns. There's a type of fern that grows out here, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's considered to be a miracle fern, and it's because it can survive through droughts. It goes completely dormant. Look at that. You don't realize. It's like this. Oh, cool. Shouldn't dig rocks, but see that? That's probably from a natural spring coming out on the mountainside, hillside, whatever you want to call it. Of course, it just could be branched. Might be just branched. Still really cool. The water here might be moving too fast for frogs and everything, but the water there might actually be slow enough for frogs. That's what's kind of exciting about it. Try not to die while I step on all these rocks. Look at the size of that beast. What the hell am I doing so far off the trail, you're asking? I hear you loud and clear. Uh-oh. Looks like it's a job for the cutters. See, a small vine like this, not a big deal, but they start larger, like this, and they can, kill things. Oh, it's probably already dead. Never mind. That's cool, though. See how this pool is? Now, I don't know if you can see that, but this is just a little trickle of water coming through here. The majority of it is actually over here and going through the rocks around the other side here and rejoins. Oh, almost dropped the phone in the water. Now that would have been funny, wouldn't it? Not been over here yet. I'll try to get down there without dropping the phone or falling in. Isn't that amazing? Let's see if I can tiptoe a little bit. Oh man, check that fern out. Oh, there's another one there. And another one. Whoa. Oh, look at that spring. And that one's coming right out of the hillside there. Look at that. Look at the flow rate on that thing. Yeah, people. But you can see it's like, there's no stream up here feeding this. Crazy. Yep, saw that too. Oh, there's a big one over there. I'm not really helping these much. I'm hoping some of these smaller ones you can cut, and hoping they'll die because they'll be so low in the canopy of trees they won't have too much of a chance. Big ones like this need to be poisoned. They are native, so there's no real, need to do it real soon. And I don't want to spend too much time out here. Came out to work today. Not screw around. God, look how beautiful that is. Can you count? There must be like 7. Aside from the over here, there's the spring coming right out of the mountainside. You just can't get enough of that. Look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? It's at least like 7 small waterfalls. Okay, it's not much, but I like it. It's not overly disturbed out here. Not really keen on the height of some of these things, but they are, for the most part, native. Gotta look. The water appears to have nicely carved that stone. I mean, it's possible that stone had that shape. I hear, I'm not sure about this, don't take my word for it, I'm just saying I've heard that I will actually see possibly salmon coming up this. Find that a little hard to believe. Maybe once in a rare, circumstance or something, but it just seems a little far-fetched. I could tell it was more fungal than live. Hey, catkins. See, I think I said catskins earlier. Catkins. I hope I got that right this time. I don't walk along. I never actually walk along The road is way up there on the other side. Way up there. Not too hard. But I've never seen all this, so I suppose I should cross back at some point. That one natural spring was worth every penny. This is going to get dense through here. A couple nice ironwoods in here though. You can cross right here. Or swim right here. Look at that. Kind of want to keep going. There'll be another crossing, right? Gotta try not to disturb too many of these mosses. Some really great ferns sometimes growing. Yeah, it's a little dense through here. I know, camera shot doesn't look that good. Ooh, is that another spring? Yeah, by the way, grape is native. Well, okay, there's two types of grapes. There is a native grape, and there is a non-native grape. Likely the problems we see. Okay, it's hard to say if that's a spring or not. I'm gonna say no. Doesn't seem to have any real flow to it. Wow, that water flow is just awesome. Let's cross here. See if old man Rick's going for a swim. And the rock is a little slick. Success. All right. Just have to figure out how to get through all this mess. All right. Wow, that was cool. So this is the road that goes to the back side of the barn that I'm on right now, and pretty clearly gets pretty close to the stream, which is really awesome. Okay. It's a good day of exploring. I've been trying to do a little cleanup out here, not much. There's always more to do. there you go. This is the field that is behind my barn. It still needs more work. Needs a lot of work. Everything needs a lot of work. All right, that was a good hike.